So this week we are talking about adding and subtracting fractions. Alright, so there are 3 simple rules to adding and subtracting fractions. Number 1, step 1, add and subtract the numerator. Step 2, keep the denominators the same. And step 3, add and subtract the whole number. Now where it says add/subtract, that just means it depends on what you're doing, whether you're adding or subtracting. So we're going to start with adding. So we're going to add and subtract. We're going to add this fraction. We're going to add this fraction. We have 1 5/10 plus 2 3/10. Following the steps, step 1 says add the numerator. So if we look at our numerators are 5 and 3. 5 and 3. So if we add those two together, we'll get 8. Step 2 says keep the denominators the same. So the denominators are the bottom number in the fraction. So they're both 10, so we're going to keep them 10. Step 3, add the whole numbers. The whole numbers are 1 and 2. So if we add those together, 1 plus 2 equals 3. And that's it. Now, what if we want to subtract? So all I'm going to do is just simply switch a few numbers so we can make a subtraction. Now we're going to subtract fractions using a similar problem. First, we subtract the numerators. 5 minus 3 equals 2. So we're going to put a 2 as our new numerator. Our denominator stays the same, so it was 10 here, so it's going to stay 10. And now we subtract our whole number. So 2 minus 1 equals 1. First, with addition, what if we have a situation like this? Let me erase this problem. 1 5/10 plus 2 6/10. If we add 5 plus 6, that will equal 11. And the denominator will stay 10. Now, are we going to keep 11/10 as a fraction? No, what we're going to do instead is regroup, just like we would if we're using whole numbers. So when we regroup, we see it takes 10 to make one whole, because our denominator is 10, so it takes 10 to make one whole. So if I have 11 and it takes 10 to make one whole, I could take away 10 from this number to make one whole. So 5 plus 6 equals 11. And we're just going to regroup. So I'm going to erase this, add the 1 right here. And 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 plus 1 equals 4. So now we have 4 and 1/10. And what about for subtraction?